Stuart Dickinson from Australia is tonight's referee. Running the touch, Greg Hinton, Australia, Kevin Rowe of New Zealand, and the television match official, Vinnie Munro. Players are ready, and referee will signal time on. Away we go as David Holwell makes the first kickoff straight down to Davidson, and Fenter takes it up towards the 22-metre line. Davidson eyeing the touchline, and he'll bang it away for touch as we bring in for the first time tonight former back Murray Mexted.
Yes, playing the percentages right from the start.
That's great.
The way to go when you're playing away from home, of course. Davidson and Fenter, their two most experienced players, really two heady players anyway. Just playing it safe, getting out of territory. So Hurricanes with a chance though. First attacking chance from set play.
Ross Kennedy, the tallest man in the Hurricanes line-out, but they've gone down the back to Tito, and the local hero gets his hands on the ball early, and they're just near the 22.
It's a great call, isn't it, to Tito? At the back, it means opens up the field, gives a blind side, as you'll see on the short side. But good drive. Well, it's been an area of the Hurricanes that has been strong this year in comparison to previous years.
That's once, mate, that's once.
Sharks just holding them there around about the 22-metre line. The ball's still under control.
Well defended, wasn't it? Stationary ball.
Now it goes from Spice to Holwell. Holwell looking on the inside and finds Gear, who managed to grab it with some difficulty. And the Hurricanes continue to control this, and now Spice brings it away for Holwell again, trying to get Ward into the gap, but he's well taken by Russell Winter, the number 8 forward for the Sharks. Hurricanes happy just to hold the ball in these early stages as McDonnell backs his way in, presents it up for Andrew Hoare.
It was premeditated, wasn't it? They were setting up a ruck. They knew it was slow ball, it was dead. They wanted to set up a rolling maul, sorry, not a ruck, which they're doing right now with Collins in the back.
That's once, half. That's once.
He slips it to the man behind him.
Now, thanks.
Now they release it again. Spice to Holwell. Holwell, runs bang into a hard tackle from James, but bounces away. He's a tough nut, as David Holwell. Now they get a little wider out to Ward. Long opening sequence in the match. 2 minutes gone already as Kennedy, the big fella, but there was obstruction there and a chance to go sideline. Jonesy, wonderful conditions.
Yes, thanks very much, Nisbo. Beautiful conditions out here. Couldn't be better as the Sharks go quickly. James saw big spaces out there on the Hurricanes' left wing. Conditions could not be better. Just a slight puff of a breeze in the Sharks' favour. Underfoot conditions are brilliant though, Mex.
Yes, they are, Jonesy. By Jove's caught the Hurricanes napping. The Sharks did then.
They sure did, and here they come again. Now Halstead has it, and that's the 10-metre line, Hurricanes territory. Plenty of continuity so far in the match. Now it comes to James. He whips it across to Luke Watson, who's been one of the standout players, and it all breaks down as the pass is thrown across the touchline by John Smith.
Murray, that was one of the points we were talking about in Friday Night Football pre-game, is about the Sharks aren't your traditional South African team coming to New Zealand. They're really prepared to use the width of the field, chance their arms, and boy, they've got some X-factor players in their back line.
Well, they're coastal boys also, which makes them a little more lateral than the teams from the high veld, so they're prepared to have a bit more of a go. They've also been the most successful South African side playing away from home. They played in a final here way back in 88 or something like that, 86.
Here comes David Holwell straight through. Now can he line up the speedsters? Just held it a little bit too long. Spice gets his boot to it. Ball taken back inside the 22, I think. Let's have a look and see what the touch judge says. Yes, I think so. Right back to the 22. Well, Holwell just went straight through.
And he had a couple of forwards with him who couldn't keep up, so he had no support.
Yeah, he overcommitted himself there, and Russell's injured, lying on the ground, but it was a beautiful line-out ball, wasn't it? He had a couple of cracks already. David Holwell went through and just didn't draw the man quite so much. Brent Russell came in for the big hit and is winded, still lying on the ground as we speak.
Did you see the ball that Ross Kennedy took though, Jonesy? You want to have a look at him while you're standing there on the sideline doing nothing, twiddling your thumbs. Have a good look at that lock. I reckon he's a beaut.
He is a beaut. Ross Kennedy versus AJ Venter, the young and the old. Of course, Ross Kennedy spent a couple of years with the NPC side in Wellington learning the trade. Now he's learning a few tricks, and he's going to learn a lot of tricks off that man there. It's a good opportunity for Ross Kennedy tonight to sort of match himself with a guy who's been around the traps, done it all, He's going to get a lot to learn from the AJ Venter.
But what I like about him is that he claims the ball in two hands so often from kick-offs and from line-outs. He gets involved in play, and you've got to have that sort of mobility these days as a lock.
Well, I know you and I talk about this a lot. You need one line-out forward to dominate the air, kick-offs and line-out time.
That's not a good throw from Andrew Hoare. It's been claimed by the Sharks. So one goes against the throw, and Davidson kicks it off downfield. It's not out. Taken by Gear. Off to Brent Ward. And he's claimed by Kutsia.
Caught by the prop. Fullback caught by the prop.
Now Holwell keeps it nice and low, drilling it across field. And no chance for Brent Russell.
Well, he is the little general, David Holwell, isn't he? Just planted that ball nicely where he wanted it, playing position, playing inside the Sharks territory where they've been. Well, I don't know if the Sharks have been inside Hurricanes territory at this stage. Once, maybe.
Now, this is quite interesting. The Hurricanes defensive line-out. Ormsby, playing number 6, has gone to the front. Tito's at the back, so they obviously want to compete between 4 and 6 on the line-out. Away the Sharks go.
Free kick taken. Davidson looking for James, standing deep inside his 22. And that's good contact by
Big
Butch James. Yep, he is Big Butch too. He's a big fella.
BB. Come on, BB.
Over to there for you. Line, on the line.
Well, the man who split the Highlanders apart.
Who's half?
And he is a former Highlander. In fact, a former Otago boy anyway. Hoare. Andrew Hoare throwing the ball in. Now very much here in Taranaki.
Finding his fellow Taranaki man, Paul Tito. Collins belting it up in midfield. Taken out by Spice.
You're onside.
Brent Russell's in good position. He's dangerous here from broken field play if he gets a chance. But he gets rid of it pretty quickly. Straight down to his opposite number, Ward. Ward is down to the veteran, Dion Kaiser.
He has been around a while, Dion
Kaiser. Yep, Davidson. And the kick is finally made by Adrian Jacobs. So just feeling themselves out a little here, both teams. 6 minutes gone, no score.
And the Sharks yet to throw the ball into the line out. They've won one throw on Hurricanes throw. So where will they throw it this time, Hurricanes? They threw both times. They threw to the local boy Tito. This man here, Kennedy, I'd say he'd be due for one.
Well, they'll go long. Jerry Collins is standing at the front. Probably not. There's the option. Jerry Collins was the option.
And he lost it, so that's 2 against the throw.
Time out. Out of there.
Nope.
Driving forward, not coming out.
Good play, Sharks. That's how you win away from home, as you win possession on opposition throws.
Just take them away, mate. Pretty straightforward. 2, just come up and hit around the neck. Just a high tackle? Yes. 2, just have a talk to him? Yep. Just 2. Yeah, just careless, mate. Just keep him down, okay? Not around here. Just here, mate.
Nisbo, this is a good discussion point. This one, Jerry Collins going to number 2 in the line out, and the Hurricanes falling into a bit of a trap. A lot of New Zealand teams, or a lot of teams in general do, just trying to use all their line-out repertoire early on in the game. Tito's been dominating at the back of the line-out, had the opportunity to persist with them and throw there, changed it, and lost the ball. Maybe should use their recognised jumpers early on.
Well, that's what I thought, actually, the way Collins jumped for the ball with one arm. Fenta obviously had one arm as well, and he won it. But really, if you're moving to the front from the back, you've got to launch yourself at that ball and try and grab it 2 hands.
Free kick this time against the Sharks. Getting a little bit clever. Howell's kick is well taken by Davidson. Russell, and they're closing him down. And his kick will take us back to about the halfway line.
You get the feeling that the Hurricanes might be aware of Russell Nisbet.
Well, they'd be foolish not to. And the man is a pocket rocket. Absolutely brilliant.
The pocket rocket, eh? Okay.
Sharks, come over. You're right in the middle of the line. Hey, no. Here's the middle. Keep going. Keep going. Who's scrum half?
Kennedy, scrum half here, short line out from the Hurricanes. He's going to step in, has to jump.
Tips it, but there isn't a halfback, remember. That's where he was eventually, where he left.
3 line-outs in a row, lost by the Hurricanes on their own throw.
Fenter carries it on. Davidson looks blindside, got straight through Davidson. And the ball knocked on by Van Rensburg.
Knock back, Nismo. Knock 4 there.
Just tiered man scoring. The first one, a Hurricanes player got his hand in and knocked it backwards. But that one's lost.
Well, the second one was the knock on. So it was play on. And the Hurricanes very lucky to get out of that.
And it all came from their own line-out throw. Unable to secure 3 in a row. That's extraordinary. So it's great play, Sharks. Look at that. Exactly the same way.
Not going to me. Just crouch and hold and wait for me.
So who's got the best technique? Who's got the best timing?
Nice and steady. Thank you.
Well, the heat goes on. So what's happening down there in those scrums, Jonesy?
Well, they sort themselves out. I think both coaches have asked for field position. The Sharks got it at the moment. They're a little bit nervous. The Hurricanes want to get that loose head side of the scrum up, shut down the blind, give the opportunity for Ben Herring, open side flanker, to have a good crack, straight line at Butch James. That's what they're trying to do.
Well, Hurricanes ball low, first things first. I'd say secure possession safely. Do the scrum. They haven't done that, have they?
General play, mate. Can't be offside. Here's ball, mate.
Davidson looks to throw it quickly. Does so. Sharks keen to keep it moving. Good attacking options here for them. Davidson gets it to Fenter. Offside against the Hurricanes. Davidson searching for it. Now James. Out it goes to Russell. And Brent Russell stretches and scores the opening try of the match.
Well, they deserved it. They fought hard on opposition throw. They secured it. They made quick decisions. Davidson particularly, quick line-outs, quick tap kicks, moving the ball quickly. Catching this team, the Hurricanes, the local team, catching them asleep, really. They've just had the edge. They've just been that much sharper.
Yeah, can we give this try down to field position? Of course, 3 line-out throws in a row lost by the Hurricanes, lost the field position, disrupted at the scrum, and then caught unawares, caught napping by that quick throw-in to score in the corner. Brett Russell, I tell you what, you need to do not turn your back to these Sharks players at all. Keep an eye on the ball. That will be the message going out from Colin Cooper.
Big start to the Sharks. They absorbed the initial pressure, and Brett Russell, who can turn a match very easily.
Well, he's a try scorer. He spotted the line there and he just thrust himself toward it.
Now Butch James's conversion attempt, it's going to stay out to the left, so the try is unconverted. Sharks have drawn first blood.
Okay, Max, a slight breeze now. I'd love to see David Holwell just floating a little one up there in that 0 or the 1 position, and get Tito and Kennedy up contesting, getting their bodies. And here Brett Russell, boy, he is a pocket battleship. Determination, won in that try.
Slight breeze coming from what direction, please?
Behind the Sharks' back. So David Holwell will be kicking into a slight breeze. Beautiful one just to hold it up there.
You have to get rid of it.
Now the real secret here, as we know, Max, we want to get Tito, we want to get Kennedy, all be actually physically up in the air contesting the ball, like Keith Robinson against the Blues.
Yeah.
If you're up there contesting, you're part of the game.
And Jason Spice has some blood, so he's going to have to go to the bin for the moment, I think. And maybe Perry Wipu will come on. No, it's the jersey. I'm not happy with blood on the jersey.
He's a tough customer, isn't he? Little halfback, nuggety. He's a yapper.
Well, they have to be to last like he has, and played so many matches.
Oh, you're right. I'll wait till you get back there and then we'll go.
So David Holwell. So where will they put it? Will they put it to recover it? They should do. Should be 12, 15 metres maybe. No.
He's gone with the long one. Van Rensburg lines it up. Taken by his opposite number, Ben Herring.
Stay back, please. 12. Thank you.
Davidson looking for James. And happy to play the percentages, the Sharks.
So the boys with red on their front, and that's a surf brand, of course, and here they are in Taranaki, Surf Highway. So they'll be at home, a coastal location.
Tom Cruise out there with you this afternoon, was he, Max?
Didn't see Tom. This is where he learned to surf, though. So the rumour has it last year.
Now the Hurricanes with Tui Pelotu.
6, you've left early. Gone beyond the 15.
Got Luke Watson here.
You've gone early, mate.
For breaking too early. David Howell, whose kicking last week was quite outstanding.
Shot to goal.
And he's going to have a crack here. Kicking 88% for the season, Howell.
Yeah, good stats. Good stats.
Great to see once again they've gone to the back using Tito, the variation in the lineup. Tito at the back, Kennedy in the middle. Options both at 4 and 6. And Tito's done well back there when they've thrown it to him.
Well, he's won 2 out of 3, so I don't know. You'd want to do at least 2 out of 3 on your own ball, I'd think.
Well, it's brilliant ball back there, Max, as you know. If you want to drive it, that's where the weakness is on the opposition defensive. That's where they've got the least amount of players who want to drive on that 45 towards the number 10. Great ball off the top as well.
Here's his first kick of the night, Howell. Looks like it's just drifting, and it does. Just away to the right, so he misses first time up.
Stay inside the 15.
And it's still the Sharks ahead, 5-0.
It is too early, mate.
Well, there's been lots of talk during the week about how many people will turn up at this game. Provincial towns, of course, battle to get the same numbers as the big cities, and they dearly wish to hold on to their Super 12 game for the season.
Okay, let's go now.
About 16,000, I guess.
Yep, I reckon that'll be right. That's a very powerful drop kick. Down for Howell. Now it's with Collins. Takes it to the 10-metre line, Hurricanes territory. Spice back for Howell. Deliberately didn't get too much distance on that. A lot of yellow jerseys there. And probably enough to win this.
Don't touch.
Yes.
Pass is bad, though. Collins has to tidy up. Leaves it behind. And finally up goes the touch judge's flag.
So Sharks ball. The Sharks will be pleased with that.
Thanks, Gold. Thanks, Gold. First 2 plays. Hold it. You're half, eh?
John Smith's got some good targets here. Stefan Muller in number 5. He goes for Van Rensburg and misses out. Play on, says the referee.
It was certainly there for the taking. In fact, it still is.
Stay back, please. Stay back.
And that'll be offside against Craig Davidson. You could hear the referee saying, stay behind, please. And nobody did.
No, he left. Number 1 left.
So the opportunity to win one against the throw, the Hurricanes went begging, but they recovered it at ruck time. Here it is.
He just ran away a little bit from his support, Russell Winter, as you do when you're chasing the ball like that. Here's the halfback, quite entitled to come through as David Howell puts out a nice kick. And the Hurricanes need to call their line out now. Let's get the ball in hand to Andrew Hoare. His eyes up, and we can get this ball in as quickly as we can. Here it goes.
Line out's over.
Again, he's underthrown it. Well taken down by Muller. He handed it off to Fenter. And the Hurricanes have got their problems at line-out time.
You're holding on.
They're just not getting it right.
You must release him. Yeah, you must release him. You're the tackler. Yeah, you must release him.
Penalty against Ben Herring. An opportunity here for Butch James. Neither goal kicker has been successful so far tonight.
So he's got to release him, then play it. Get to his feet.
So let's see what's going on here. Well, it was set up well by Fenter. Yeah, well, Herring was on his feet and he had his hands on the ball trying to rip the thing free. I would have penalised Fenter.
Well, the player on his feet has all the rights, and it certainly did appear as though Herring was the man on his feet. So here's Butch James, pretty much straight out in front. But that's well short of the mark. Taken down by Tuto, and he's called for the fair catch. Now he's got it back to Jason Spice, but not back.
Not the 10.
To 10 metres.
He had to kick it himself, and he could have done better than Spicey's effort. Surely.
Spice now finds somebody, perhaps a slightly better boot, in David Holwell. Knocked it back. James gets it off to Russell. Russell hounded by Nonu. Hardly been in the game yet. Nonu.
Yeah, you were. The ruck had formed and you used your hands. The ruck had formed over him and he used his hands. Yeah, I'll get it.
Well, it's fairly obvious who he was intent on bowling. He took out Russell and he was taken out, and Nonu was taken out by Winter, obviously supporting his player, and so then Nonu turned his attentions to Winter. Sort of the way it goes sometimes. I remember.
Smith, good work with Fenter. Smith gets the pass off.
Good quick ball too, wasn't it?
Laid up by Watson for Davidson. Now Russell. Looked a bit on the forward side. The crowd thinks so as well. And over near the touchline they go.
Forward, guys slipping over.
Take out anything that moves, must have been the call there. Guy's been blown out all over the place. It was good defence. Good defence, Hurricanes. Have a look at this. Brent Russell saw there was nowhere. Flicked it on. Hesitation, then bang. Hit by Fairbrother. And then boom, boom. You go too, Russell. Out of here.
Sometimes you just need one individual player to put in a big hit, have a good run, and it just lifts the whole emphasis of the whole team, doesn't it, Mix?
Psychic energy, Jonesy.
That's what it is. You can change it.
The ebb and flow.
Time back on.
It's just up to the individual player to do it himself. Don't wait for your teammates. You are the man.
Feet up under you, please. Feet up under you. Stay straight. Just grab some mullet there. Wait for me. Grab some mullet.
So, Canes with the ball, desperately keen to move it, I would think. They've hardly run it through the back line at all.
Scrum holds up this time. Holwell flips it back on the inside to Tui Pelotu, who has had a good couple of weeks in the absence of Umaga. Now Herring struggles his way down to the 10-metre line, moved away to Collins. He turns and hands it off to Nonu, flicks it wide to Gear. Gear well controlled by Kaiser. Ball bounces back for Tui Pelotu. And the Hurricanes move it again. Sharks' defences looked pretty much on the case so far tonight. Hole gets it wide to Nono. He's the danger man, and they know it. Look at this. Spins out of 3 or 4 tackles. Now it's Ormsby as they finally get a bit of momentum going here. 5 out from the 22. Short it goes to McDonnell. Just missing the odd first up tackle here, the Sharks.
Oh, they're breaking the line.
Nono will have another crack at them.
It was sort of, stolen. He was on the ground when he ripped it free.
Well done by the Sharks, and the kickers off downfield, and they've survived the onslaught.
Well, Sharks did well. The line was broken several times, and then they turned it over miraculously.
On the line, please, go. The line's yours.
And cleared back. So, Tana Umaga sitting it out again tonight. So this is where Nonu had a second go. He's there, and it was ripped free by, was it?
Trevor Holstead, number 12, absolutely brilliant play, and the Canes bench, look after the ball, men. That's their message. Look after the ball.
Not 5 metres.
Got to go in 5. Go back off.
Yeah, it was good timing. But not 5.
Back.
So opportunity. Sharks. Surely they'll kick for the corner. And
well, it's a short arm, so they've got the option of a scrum, of course. They're going to set it up into a driving maul or go wide. Maul's the answer.
Oh, ball lost. Beautiful tackle. Who was that? Did you see him, Jonesy? Kennedy? No.
No. That man there, number 8, Jerry Collins.
Those throw didn't go in
Why
did he have
did I ask that question?
Yeah, no, just wait for me. Just crouch and hold. Wait for my call. No, just crouch and hold there.
Pinned.
Engage. Stay straight, thank you. Stay straight in there. Stay on 6, please.
Spice clears it off to Holwell. Again, not finding the touchline. Heno Metz out on the far wing for the Sharks.
That's a good kick.
Well taken down by Spice, and he's come away with the ball. And he's put the kick away. Kaiser, nowhere to go here. A lot of yellow jerseys.
Well defended, though. Well, there were 3 on 1.
Yeah, but he's played on the ground and he's holding on.
Well, it's a question of how long you hang on until your mates arrive.
They're over the top of him, mate.
And Dion Kaiser just held on a fraction too long.
I don't know about that. I don't reckon there were too many Hurricanes' hands on the ball there. And Kaiser, I'd love to see that
let's play on.
Closer. And let's see it. Okay, so he hits the deck and plants it. Oh, no. Well, he's just holding on to it, isn't he?
Yeah, I wouldn't say planted it.
No, in fact, he's still got it. He's still got it. A week later, he still had it. Come on, Dion. You've been around long enough to understand that.
No, keep coming. Keep coming, Sharks. 5, skipper. Sharks captain. Sharks captain, thank you.
17 minutes remaining in the first half. Just the one try in it so far. 4 going down the back, but again he's come up short with the throw.
Stay in there.
Intended recipient was Tito.
Stay back, please. Last feet there.
Sharks having a shunt up the middle. Davidson works it away, and another no-look pass.
Cross forward, scrum.
From Luke Watson it was. He threw it forward anyway.
Going for the scrum, which the Hurricanes at the moment will be pretty happy about not being able to get line-out ball. And we'll check it next time out. But Paul, Tito and co just not doing enough on the ground to beat the Sharks jumpers. We want to beat them on the ground, so it's not a contest in the air.
So what you're saying, Jones, is out-manoeuvre your opponent as well as out-jump.
Yes, got to have speed across the ground to give yourself a bit of a jump so you can beat the opposition. On that occasion, Paul Tito wanted a back ball. Should have moved quicker on the ground to try it on the 15-metre line.
Crouch and hold there.
Sometimes when they're trying things like that, of course, the line-out thrower, Andrew Hoare on that occasion, can sometimes read it differently. That ball was thrown short, so we don't know whether Tito had called it short and then gone long.
Well, Max, it's a confidence thing. Very, very hard to overthrow a line-out ball on the 15-metre line. It's a long, big throw.
Now, Holwell. Wide across to Gear. Gear, dummy. Into the gap he goes. Got the pass. And it wasn't held on to by Ward.
Down.
Good looking move. But in the end, it was lost forward by Brent Ward.
Outstanding depth, Nisbo, running onto the ball. Love to see it. I was watching the field, not the monitor. It looked just magnificent. You won't see it on this angle at all. That was front on. But this is the depth that the Hurricanes' backs came
crouch
from.
And hold. Engage. Holding steady, thank you. Stay there, last bit.
Off the back.
Get up for the clearance. And
Does so. Well timed
Has to be a turnover or a penalty.
There's certainly advantage here for the Hurricanes. They arrived at exactly the right moment.
It shows the advantage of getting two guys here at the right time.
Collins. Joe Pelotu has it knocked down. And he's coming back. He's playing a long advantage, Stuart Dickinson, so he's got to go back.
So often we see one player putting pressure on the ball. The Hurricanes the last couple of times have had two players putting pressure on the high ball. Spice had kicked the up and under over the top of the forwards, and two challenged. One went for the tackle, the other one went for immediate recovery.
I'll tell you, one of the best in the business, and you keep an eye on him when he does it. David Holwell is outstanding at catching high balls. He'll never, ever take his eye off the ball. He's got no fear, that boy. Of course, he comes from a good part of the country.
He does, he does. Tim Horan was the same, because they're not big men, those two. Tim Horan and David Holwell about the same size. But have a look at that. Beautifully captured by our cameras. That's how to do it. One man tackle, the other man secure the ball.
The Hurricanes assisting with Tito at the back of the line out, Kennedy in the middle, Jerry Collins in the front.
I'd keep throwing it to Kennedy.
Collins gets it this time. Spice gives it off to Holwell. Tui Pelotu looking for Paku. And Shannon Paku from the right wing, not held, so he rolls another metre and keeps going. Now it's with Gia, a bit isolated out on the left wing side.
Andrew Hoare, he does that a lot.
He's a powerful ball runner, all right. Now Jerry Collins with his head down as they get to within 12 metres. Spice for Holwell. Sees the gap and away goes Holwell again. Looks to pop the pass. Can't do so. Spice gives it off to Tito. The two Taranaki men combining again with Andrew Hoare. Crowd having something to get excited about now as Joe McTonnell gets close.
So close.
There's the ball again. Andrew Hoare close. No, not yet.
That must have been close.
Forward. Nothing happened there. We'll go out for a scrum.
That must have been close.
Well, Andrew Hoare,
two men outside him,
has already picked up 3 tries this year.
Well, that's an early part. That's McDonnell having a crack. So that's a good 3 metres short. Now this is where Hoare had to go. No, he was well short actually.
Good peace of mind from Andrew Hoare, though. He didn't reach out and have another go like so many of us would have and give away the penalty. Held it on. They got a good attacking scrum, 5 metre blind.
Now you think he's in the try-scoring mood in his boat. 1 try last week, and 2 was it the week before.
Andrew Hoare?
Yeah,
3 tries so far this season.
On that occasion, actually. Yeah, that's how close it is.
Yeah, so tempting, isn't it, just to reach out and try and get over there, try and bluff the referee. Normally result in a penalty. Good scrum here for the Hurricanes, though.
Now we're just crouching hold.
So will they try and put the pressure on, turn it to the right perhaps, have Collins detaching, clear it to the open side. Looks like they're trying to put the pressure on with the scrum.
No, yeah, way you go.
Collins takes it himself. They're not going to quite make it.
No, they couldn't have been 10 metres.
Now here's Hoare again, fighting his way there. And he's planted it, I think.
Time out. No, we'll have a look first. You had it, mate. He played it to the quick tap. You there, Vinny?
He wants to have a look at this. So Vinny Munro is going to have a look. It was Andrew Hoare.
Whether he's dropped it prior to grounding the ball.
I don't think the Hurricanes are going to be awarded this.
No,
correct, but he's lost control of that. Yes, mate?
If this is no try, can we get a penalty for not backing?
No. No, because you took quick tap. You took quick tap, they were fine, you got through there.
As you heard the groan from the crowd.
Yes, mate.
So Shark scrum.
Okay, we're right to go with that decision.
Hurricanes will be putting the heat on.
Time back on, lost the ball forward. Scrum.
10 minutes to go. Remaining in the first half. Hurricanes with big territory possession advantage, but no points.
No ball, we're just crouch and hold.
Hurricanes were complaining that the Sharks weren't back 10 metres. They only have to go back to the goal line, of course. Oh, scrum screwed. The Hurricanes ball.
I think it was justified, actually. I think Stu Dickinson missed the beat there. Jerry Collins took the quick tap, and he gave permission for it to go. Those players with 3 or 4 metres. However, life moves on.
Engage.
So an opportunity, attacking scrum.
Now Spice for Holwell, looking to free it up for Nonu.
They were all waiting for him, 3 of them.
He's a well-marked man. Now Collins. Spice again. Holwell turns it backside to Ward. He makes a good run, Brent Ward. Powerful surge.
There we go.
Gave them the momentum they needed. Slip pass for Tui Pelotu. Hurricanes have reclaimed it again.
Overlap, sure.
Now Herring. Sharks' defence has been quite outstanding so far. Can it hold? Here's Holwell having a go. They're trying to drive him over the line. Certainly over the line, but most probably not down.
Well, Sharks' defence has been resilient, to say the least. Seemingly inevitable try on 3 or 4 occasions never came because of the defence, and perhaps a number of players guilty of having a little bit of a ping with players outside them.
Let's go. You've walked here.
However, you've got to have a bit of a go, don't you, in life?
Really important time for the Hurricanes, though. They've had domination the last 4 or 5 minutes. They need to hold on to the ball, camp here, and do not leave without points. Don't go yourself.
Yeah, on this situation, the blind side is so wide that I would say there should be something on the blind loose. I see Shannon Poku going right across wide. Yes, it's going to go blind.
Here they go. Spice always left it behind. Knocked it back, though. And it's been kicked into touch. Well, they appear to have plenty of room out on the blind side, but the pass was not a good one.
Scrum moves, that sort of situation. It's all about timing.
Take him with you, please, one.
No brawn involved. It's all about timing and practice and cohesion. Creates the space, the speed.
Come on, let's keep the space. Yeah, let's keep the space. Let's go. Line out's over.
This time he does find Tito. Holwell shovels it across to Nonu. Oh, bang, out of the road goes Jacobs. Now it's with Holwell again. Flicks it to Herring as the Hurricanes make it down to within 10 metres again. Spice, Holwell, Tui Pelotu. Long pass, lovely pass out to Paku.
Well scored. Excellent overlap. Beautiful passing. And Shannon Paku, you watch the way in the replay how he projected his body infield. So many wingers would have been pushed to the touch there.
For line. We're just taking touching goal ground.
This was a brilliant pass by Collins.
Thanks very much. Cheers, mate.
Right on the touchline. Oh, beautiful. Never in doubt, sir. 2 men. He had 2 men on him, but the creation of space, the passing was fantastic.
She's not loud. It is loud enough. Can I get it turned down a wee bit? No, I'll just turn mine down. That's all right. All right.
Well, the Hurricanes have been tacking down this right-hand flank for the last 5 minutes or so, and we constantly talk about Jerry Collins being a powerful runner, block-busting man with ball in hand, with a beautiful left-hand spiral pass, cutting out Brett Ward to put Paku into the corner. Brilliant stuff, Jerry Collins.
Right. We're right to go with that, are we? Time back on.
Try awarded to Shannon Paku. And boy, there were moments there when he threatened to hit the line, firstly with his foot, then even his head.
Have a look at this. That's first miss.
Now just have a look at this pass from Collins. Beautifully judged. Right into the breadbasket. And well completed by Shannon Paku.
And it was floated too. Floated over the defender. Beautiful.
Of course, most tries in the game of rugby are scored down the left-hand flank, with us rugby players passing our natural right way for most of us. Jerry Collins off his unnatural left-hand side, floating a good spiral pass. David Holwell adds the extras.
Well, when you've got an 88%, kicking record, and then you missed the first kick at goal. I reckon you'd be pretty keen on kicking the second, and that was a hard one from the touchline.
It was a delicate line. He had to tread down that right wing side, Paku, but he stayed in, and the try converted. The Hurricanes leading for the first time, and we're 6 minutes out from half time. Well, Jonesy, you said that they had to score while they were down there. It took a while, but they managed it.
That's fine. Patience is the virtue, Nisbo. Stay down there, camp down there. Don't go away with anything less. Hurricanes will be pleased.
Howell's kick, clearing kick from deep inside his 22. Takes play 10 metres out from that 22. Well, Captain Hurricane,
You're number 5.
I don't know whether he looks pleased or not.
And he's holding his jaw with his hand.
Quickly taken by the Sharks.
Room to
They're keen
move.
to play this game at pace. Not a great pass, but it's set up nicely for Halstead. There's Herring. Oh, that's good work by the loose forward. He was on his feet.
It's classic open side.
First man there, and he's grabbed it. Quickly taken by Ormsby. Away he goes. Showing good pace, Christian Ormsby. Now he sends the pass off to Spice. Hurricanes with another chance. Drops the pass into the arms of Paku. 15 metres out from the line. Bit slow to come back, and the Sharks have got back. And it'll be a scrum. But Christian Ormsby showing good speed.
Well, he backed himself too. It was a quick tap.
No chance of getting out of there.
Sure, the coach didn't ask him to do that. He just took it on himself. And when you do something like that, you've got to actually make a break. You've got to do it right, because it was close to his line. Somehow got caught up here. I don't know how. So that's the turnover from here. He couldn't believe his luck. He had his hand up, waiting for someone to smash him.
It's bread and butter turnover stuff for a flanker of Ben Herring's class, though, isn't it?
Hold steady. Hold steady.
Hurricanes want to get the loose head side up the left-hand side. Working hard to get the hit.
So, Jonesy, what are your thoughts about the number 8 pulling the scrum back and then trying to have a recoil action? You watch Jerry Collins here.
Engage.
No, we couldn't see it.
Yeah, he wants to move into between the lock and the flanker.
It was more what he's trying to do. They pull the scrum back and then recoil back in. I don't know if it's a...
Oh, well, there's another little dab himself. Now Kennedy, the big fella, goes for a charge. Yeah, that was okay. Sharks player came in and stole the ball away.
Stay back, please.
Because it wasn't protected by the Hurricanes. Having done that, though, the Sharks have managed to turn it over themselves.
Easy, easy. Up and away. Whistle's gone. Up and away. Ripped off by the goal man who went to ground forward. No, it was actually ripped off up here, mate. So that's the end result of something else.
A bit lethargic in the first 20 minutes, the Hurricanes, but they've hit back.
Catch and hold there. Engage. Steady, thanks. Stay on 6.
Collins delivers the pass. It's a poor one. Tidied up by Ward.
No, play on round the back of the shoulders, no problem.
Watson gets to him.
Watch your feet. Stay back, please.
Very slow ball. Nonu. Holwell hoping against hope that he hasn't kicked it too hard. He has. I think he knew the moment he hit it.
He did, yes. It was slow ball, and it was fed to, well, from Nonu from the ruck for David Holwell, and there was only one man outside and 3 Sharks, so Holwell decided to kick tactically.
Sharks take it quickly again.
Play on. There's absolutely no need for that. Absolutely no need. The ball's back here.
Quickly taken by Davidson. The penalty was against Tito. Now Davidson gets it back. He gives it to Fenter. The pass goes to Van Rensburg. Carried on by Watson. And Davidson, who's been in it a few times. Now offside play against the Hurricanes.
5 gold in front of the last feet. 5 gold.
A couple of transgressions there. The first by Tito, and then the second by his locking partner, Ross Kennedy.
Yeah, and it all led up to going into the half-time break a point down, I reckon.
Yeah, boy, that is frustrating play from the Hurricanes. Hot on attack. They had the domination for the last 10 or so minutes. Made a silly mistake at the scrum when Jerry Collins threw that ball under pressure all the way. And then, as you say, the locking partnership, combination penalties. And they're looking at giving Brett Russell the opportunity from about 38 metres out to kick the penalty. 36 metres out.
Well, so far not successful tonight with either of the two previous kicks. This time he gets it up nice and high, but he's put it away to the right. So another missed opportunity by Butch James, who came into this match with 17 successful kicks out of 21, a strike rate of 81%. So far 0 for 3 tonight.
Well, anyone would think the Hurricanes are playing for time.
Well, they are, and that's half-time.
Well, it was an interesting first half. Hurricanes came out, played pretty conservatively, played inside Sharks territory, but they weren't able to score. The defence from the Sharks was outstanding. The Sharks came back and the table, like setting the table, in fact. So his players would be very clear and understand exactly what he wanted. I don't think he's the... them up, fire them up.
Shot the priorities tonight to as you expect.
Before we get underway, Nisbo, both teams 15 for the second half. No changes.
Thanks, Jonesy. Ian Jones, sideline.
Okay.
Underway with the kickoff made by Butch James down as far as Holwell, works it out into Collins, and the Hurricanes looking for a slightly better angle to get their kick away, and that's the way it's worked out. Holwell's kick is not going to go out though. Taken by Davidson, off to Russell. He immediately heaves it wide, and the little kick, which is beautifully anticipated by Spice. And again, the kick from Jason Spice, but he's not able to keep it in the field of play. And we go to the first line out of the second half.
Okay, there's a little bit more. Take them all.
This is certainly an area that the Hurricanes would have spoken about at half-time, and the Sharks, of course.
There's the middle.
I'd be pretty happy with the way things are going here.
You just had a quick conversation with Tana Umaga, of course, down here on the sideline, helping out the troops. And it was the start is what the Hurricanes are after. They want to dominate this first 5-10 minutes, and this isn't going to help them, and just keep on doing what they've been doing.
Well, joins the list of those who have run straight into Jerry Collins. Ball pops back for Davidson. Now James. Peno Mentz out here on the left wing side, but they're all lined out to the right here, the Sharks.
Around the chest.
Davidson again. Good run here by Jacobs. By Spice. And in fact, they must have been in touch earlier because the touch judge is giving them.
Yeah, I see that. It looked the other way, didn't it?
Keep going. Go.
Well, you could hear the sound of McDonnell.
Now Holwell drills the kick away downfield. That's a much better kick.
Good clearance. Well, if they wanted to play the first 5 minutes at high tension, high pressure up on the Sharks, they haven't been allowed to.
There.
Oh dear.
Take them all there.
That certainly sets the tone, though, and what breeze there is, and it is gusting a little bit, is behind the Hurricanes at the moment.
Beyond 15.
Another good throw by the Sharks. They haven't had any problems with the lineouts at all. Fenter slips. They do have a cricket block here. They don't play a lot of cricket, but it's a little bit slippery in the middle.
Well picked up. Who was that player? Beautifully picked up.
Here's Ben Herring, who's had a very lively game so far. Now it's handed away. Hoare running in the back line. Oh, tackle missed by Fenter. Slips it to Gear. And Gear just put his boot to the ball. He was running out of room, and it bounced off a Sharks player.
Come off the Sharks' hand.
Well, big turnover to the Hurricanes.
Not in 5. Not in 5.
And that's Kennedy that picked it up. So it was Herring and Kennedy take the points, take the kudos.
Hurricanes again not throwing the ball in 5 metres. So the Sharks are happy to just to boot it away downfield. And a good kick it was too.
Nisbo, we just saw AJ Fenter just slip on there just before, and it's beautiful conditions down here, but I've just jumped the fence, looked onto the ground, and there's actually a bit of a dew forming on top of the ground, so the guys are going to have to be careful when they're doing their steps.
You can smell the liniment, can you, Jonesy? You just jumped the fence, you're right on the edge, are you?
Right on the edge, Mick.
Andrew Hoare throws, finds Kennedy. Hoare gets it back.
No, play on, play on.
He's a good runner, is Andrew Hoare. Burst through a couple of tackles. Took a while for the next player to arrive. Finally it was Kennedy who slipped it up to Collins.
They're starting a drive.
Easy, two go, forward goal, there you
Not
go.
moving too much yet. Now they go. It's still Hoare. Now Spice off to Holwell.
Wait there, Gold. On you go.
Getting back after this is Kaiser. And Russell floats his kick away downfield. Not out. Taken by Spice. Now Collins. Straight to Russell, who did well.
Did exceptionally well. I don't think anybody wanted to tackle Collins.
Now Spice again. Holwell gets it wide to Nono. A little bit of space. Got through the first one, as you'd expect. Then leaves it for Spice.
Release.
Snapped up by Nono. He wants to keep going. He gets some support from Hoare. Who else? Andrew Hoare. 10 metres inside the 22. No one there to take it. It's there for the Sharks if they want it. Well,
Ball's out.
the ball was out.
This man slotted over. This one slotted over. Ball's out, no problem.
Pretty tough call. Quickly taken by the Hurricanes. They want to get the extra 5 if they can. He's playing advantage, so they might get another shot at it.
Advantage.
Up to Collins. Collins leaves it behind. Well, will they tap and go again?
Well, they're hell-bent on a try, aren't they?
It's a pretty brave move the first time.
It's a certain 3 points. Well, what is certain? Nothing certain, I guess, in this world. But it is with David Holwell on that sort of success ratio right beside the sticks.
Well, this is interesting, Max, the start of the second half. It's a pretty strong message which Colin Cooper said to his Hurricanes forward pack twice. In recent memory, we've seen the ball sitting clear at the base of a ruck, because all the forwards, all they're committed to doing is hitting rucks. I think that was the message from Colin Cooper. Get yourself in there, boys.
Yeah, well, that's the way it always used to be, of course. Forwards were just hell-bent on hitting rucks. Remember those, all these people listening to it, those sawdust gyms here in New Zealand where forwards ran from corner to corner all night long, smashing and bashing.
First points of the second half. Penalty goal by Holwell. So it's 10 points to 5.
And Kevin Putt, Sharks coach, is the first one to go to the bench. Number 18, Nico Brett. He comes on and replaces Russell Winter in the 8 jersey. There he is there, the blonde head.
It's a bit like AJ Fenter, a younger version of AJ Fenter.
And there's the coaching staff. Barley Swart, of course, ex-Springbok prop, technical advisor to the Highlanders last year.
Again, they take it out to centre field for Collins. They do this to enable Holwell to get a better angle on his clearing kick. This time it works out for him.
Pretty tough touch, Judge, I thought. That ball bounced over the touchline. Okay, so Sharks in attacking position.
Not thrown in straight this time, so that's the first mistake really that John Smith has made.
Although that's a tough one, you know, there was no one competing for that ball in the air.
Might be blind below that line. In the middle. Crouch and hold there. Engage. Hold it steady, hold it steady. In the middle.
Spice. So out to Nonu from Holwell. This time they drag him down 10-metre line. Places the ball for Spice. Kennedy, the big lock forward. Still near the 10-metre line. Under a bit of pressure now, the Hurricanes.
Straight off your feet, sliding it back. Stay up, please. Stay up. Straight off.
Well, Butch James hasn't had any luck so far with his goal kicking tonight.
Pretty tough penalty, I thought, that one there. What is it, 15 penalties? He's in 48 minutes of rugby. Slow down, Stu. Put that whistle in your pocket.
How many penalties do you look at, Mex, in a good game of 80 minutes football, Super 12 level?
Maximum of 18.
Maximum of 18.
Yeah, over 18 and the whistle dominates the game. Who wants that? Nobody in the world that I know.
Johnny Wilkinson?
Sharks getting a bit close to the touchline here for their own good. It's not out yet, though. Kutsia gives it back to Kaiser. Good run here. Ball bounces back for Davidson. Now the ball's been lost. Snapped up by Paku. Off to Ward. This is going to bounce. Could bounce anywhere. Bounces back. And it's still in the field of play. It's all over the place.
Oh, Ben Herring.
Ben, lost ball by your man here.
I think he's winded.
I think he copped that on the Swede, didn't he?
On the Swede or a little lower, I thought.
He wouldn't want it any lower. Straight back up, though. Good man.
Yeah. Don't show you're hurting. I remember that call when I was about, well, I don't know, about 20 years of age. I'd just been flattened and Graham Williams came up to me and said, don't show that you're hurt.
No, you go down to the next ruck and say it's sort of another injury.
Yeah.
Finding.
Those were the days. I remember it was Alex Wiley.
You can't break till the ball's out.
A big whack in the side of the head in about my first game ever for Wellington, and I slipped to my knees.
Keep going, guys. Touch those, please.
Head spinning. Yep. Well, we don't have much of that these days. It's all policed and viewed by everybody. And
he can't break early, mate. He's left the scrum early. Yeah. It's a bit for you to pick it up and give it to him.
Oh, I don't know. Was that wasn't full on him.
Yeah, I think he covered arms.
Right, so here we go. Again, the Sharks passing up the chance to kick for penalty goal. They're after the tries here tonight. It's a low-scoring game so far, but the Sharks are doing well here as they march up to within 7 or 8 metres. Davidson away for James, coming on all sorts of angles. Halstead gets through, stretching, and he's got it down.
Fair try.
Halstead, the try scorer. How often does this man score? He just seems to have a feel for that line. Fantastic run, wasn't it? And the stretch, the length of the arm, he even planted it over the line clearly, cleanly. Well, it's a great try. It was timing. So work off the ball once again created that little hesitation in the Hurricanes' back line.
Yes, look at Butch James here coming off his left-hand side, going to pass on his right. Nice flat bullet pass on the gain line. Over for a great try. Powerful running. You're right, Murray Meek said work off the ball, create stout in the defensive line, creating the holes. These two guys are so good together, I reckon. Butch James and Halstead. I mean, what a combination. I can't work out why they have never played in the Springbok team together. They may have played once together. But he's big and he's strong, this guy.
Well, this guy's played 6 test matches in 2001. But he might be, the way he's playing this season, he might be in line for a recall at some stage in 2004. Second try for the Sharks tonight. They're back in front by 12 points to 10. And we've been going around about 12 minutes in the second half as Howell gets us started again. Taken down by Johan Muller.
Now he's a big boy, over 2 metres.
Davidson standing just out from the 20. Clever little kick here. Kaiser running onto it, and he knocked it on.
And Jerry got hold of him.
That was a clever kick by Davidson. He really does run the cutter for the Sharks.
And had the ball set up like so often it does, Kaiser would have been clear.
or barrel by Jerry Collins, mate. That's why he had to look up.
You reckon? You reckon he did?
Well, Jerry Collins is in great position, holding back, of course, from the kickoff.
Well, where is he?
The opportunity.
Marginally in front, perhaps, the kicker. Is that what they came back for?
No, it was a knock-on. Definite knock-on from Kaiser.
No, I want you to start
sneaky
straight.
peek.
Get a bind, okay? Don't try and pull that one. Yeah, he's right there. Yeah. We'll just crouch and hold there. I'll wait for you. Engage. Head up, head up.
Jonesy, have a look at the way this scrum's packing.
If you two blokes aren't going to...
Yeah,
You're standing right there. Have a look at Jerry trying to pull them back. I don't reckon the timing's right. You watch this.
Well, I'm more into Fairbrother here on the tight head side. He really wants to lead in, get the angle up.
I said in straight, mate.
And it's not straight by
Behind here.
Spicy.
So that's a free kick. Not too many referees worry about that, as the Sharks have it. 10-metre line in Hurricanes territory. This is AJ Fenter. Now Davidson for James. They've got a little bit of space here. Jacobs, Russell, but a good spot tackle by Paku. Ball is still there though. Now Breach.
Roll away, 3. Advantage.
But a new lease of life here, the Sharks.
Two of you, 6 and 8, way in front.
Offside play.
They were in front and they'll want the goal. Sharks have snuck ahead by 2.
Just time out for a moment, please.
Well, it's quite different, isn't it, tonight for the Sharks from last week. They were in arrears to the Highlanders.
Referees bringing both captains together. Might be able to listen in.
You and 6. There's a bit of chatter going on, a bit of aggro going on. Let's settle the boys down to play the game. It's been good so far. We don't need somebody doing something silly. Okay? Yeah, no worries. I'll give you go for your life. Have a chat. Shot. Time back on. Shot for goal.
So John Smith giving his team the word. Jerry Collins the same. And in the meantime, Butch James lining up this penalty attempt, which should it be successful, will give the Sharks a 5-point advantage. Stabs it over the line, over the bar, and the first penalty goal tonight for Butch James, and the Sharks lead by 15 to 10.
6.
Well, this will please the locals. Chris Marceau is going on, jersey 19. It looks like he's going to go into the blind side of the scrum, replacing Christian Ormsby in the number 6 jersey. Another Taranaki local out there.
Ormsby goes to the bench as the kickoff is made. Sharks playing with a fair bit of confidence at the moment after that try scored by Trevor Halstead. Davidson's lost it. Here's it to Herring. Herring going for the line. And Ben Herring scores.
Well, the fumble of the ball almost cost a try, but Herring held it together. He held it together in the momentum. He was patient. The momentum took him over. A certain amount of his leg power too, I guess. It was a good tackle that pulled it off. So the ball came back. Hoare it was, cleaned them up, Davidson.
Thanks, Hamish.
Good work here by Tim Fairbrother. Firstly by Hoare, but Fairbrother,
Time started.
nice little pass, and the momentum got him there, despite the attentions of Dion Kaiser. So Ben Herring has scored the Hurricanes' second try. We're back on even Stevens at 15 each. The boys in the white boiler suits are happy, and David Holwell lines up the conversion.
I think they were happy before the game, actually, Nesbo. Well, she's a tight affair.
Great way to get yourself back into the game, though. Don't secure the kickoff. Look at this. Great little run. Nice pass. Now the Hurricanes must be standing here now. Tito and co. Secure the kickoff. First priority.
Is he ever aware, Tim Fairbrother? He's always on the spot thinking.
Jason Spice to take this. Gives it
Stay
comfortably
gold,
back
still.
to Holwell,
Stay there.
who spirals it off downfield. Davidson under control. Off to Russell, who looks to mount an attack from the back. He's a danger man if he goes. He's been held up, though, so this will be a maul. I think Hoare has stolen off, and my word, he's having a game and a half tonight.
Yeah, he is. He's ripped it.
So Spice drills the little kick of it further. Paku waits for his man to come to ground.
And turned beautifully.
Oh, he's rolled the wrong way. Ball knocked on by the Hurricanes.
Yes.
Joe McDonnell just a little over eager to get his hands on it.
Beautifully done by Paku. Just setting it up. He had no option, the defender. Yes, McDonnell would be disappointed.
Yeah, when Joe McDonnell looks at that in hindsight, when they analyse the game, probably not the option there. Trying to sneak down the blind side. Good passage of play by the Hurricanes. Positive energies going their way at the moment.
Turnovers are huge, aren't they? 11-1. Matt Herring and Hoare, they've both been marvellous tonight.
Hoare is having a wonderful season. Now Davidson looking for some room on the blind side. Oh, this is a good charge by the left winger. Oh, beautiful. No, he's put his foot on the line. Any Mintz just put his foot on the line.
Well, he beat a few tackles, though. McDonnell was number one.
Just have a look here as he just touches the white. Much to the relief of the Hurricanes, who had missed a couple of tackles.
Thank you, Sharks. Stay there. Thank you.
Creeping up towards the halfway point in the second spell. Another messy line out. Paku getting it under pressure.
7 in on the side, going straight over the top.
And that's against Ben Herring. Here's a chance for the Sharks to go back in front.
Come around the gate, please. Just push back a bit, guys.
So Ben Herring guilty of not coming in from behind the last man.
The Hurricanes at the moment, they'll be very disappointed with their line out. Jerry Collins once again not getting absolutely secured up there by his blocks. Just a real nasty tap, or you call it a spike, down to Jason Spice to put the team under all sorts of pressure.
Another penalty goal for Butch James, and the Sharks back in front by 1, 18-17.
And the other interesting thing that's happened is that the Sharks are now pretty even with the Hurricanes on rucks and mauls.
$20 minutes remaining at Yarrow Stadium in New Plymouth. Van Rensburg's lost the ball, so a elementary mistake. Not a great time to do it either.
No, it's not. It's a good opportunity though for the Hurricanes. Great attacking position.
Middle, please.
You might have just seen there in your shot, man during that kick. Dion Kaiser, number 14's come off, replaced by number 22, Shamani Bowie.
Stay on, please.
Out on the right wing side, Tuipulotu heaves it out to Ward, running out of room here, going straight towards the touchline, but cleverly got it back inside and scooped up by Paku. Nonu now. The forwards have all gathered in centre field. Now McDonnell goes straight up the middle. Freed away, Holwell tried to sell the dummy, wasn't bought by the Sharks defence. Spice now for Nonu.
He slipped over his accidental 15.
Staying blindside with Chris Marceau. He's lost it. And it might just be getting a little greasy, the ball.
Well, he's given Hurricanes the ball. I thought it went the other way myself.
Well, I can't understand why I'd give that to the Hurricanes, if indeed that's what he's done. Chris Marceau losing it forward in the tackle.
Well, he indicated that it was knocked forward by Sharks first, then Hurricanes, but I didn't see it.
Manonu's the man down.
Important time of the game here for the Hurricanes. They got field position. They got the scrum. They got the pace of the game. They just need to stay in here once again, just like the first half. They must leave here with points. That must be the aim.
So it's in the jaw area that he seems to have a problem.
No, just hang on. Just hold on. Just hold on. Blood replacement there for 13. He's got blood in the mouth. No, right,
well, he's not keen to leave. It is going to be Sharks' ball.
Time back on. No, sorry, mate. We just hold there. Engage! Oh, sorry. Hold it steady. Hold it steady, thanks.
Van Rensburg gets it off to Halstead. He's a strong ball runner, Trevor Halstead, and he's given them a chance now to clear the line. And James gives it one almighty thump downfield. That's a very good kick. No, the flag is up.
Well, that's interesting. And who does it go to? It goes to Hurricanes, which means that he must have been in touch when he caught the ball.
Thank you. Yeah, it's good. I like it that way.
Was the little, I think it was the big toe. The big toe was just touching the white.
Yeah, well, if that's the case, how could it be Hurricanes' ball?
He caught the ball standing in touch.
Keep it up, thanks. Hands away, you're off your feet. Hands away.
Andrew Hoare takes another metre. Now another kick by Spice. Bowie waits and does well, the new man on the field. They got him up off the ground, hoping to keep him there.
No, it's not going to come out of there.
But because he took it on the full, it'll be Sharks' ball.
Straight from a kick.
Oh, yeah. I thought it was quite cleverly done by the Hurricanes there. Confiscating possession.
Time out. Your knees are on the ground, so you're leaning over it, so you're off.
Hurricanes just starting to get a little bit of domination at scrum time. They talk about it here. It's Sharks' ball. What a big hit, the Hurricanes. Put them under pressure.
Yeah, good.
Don't let it ease.
Those two blokes look like brothers. Greg Hinton and Stuart Dickinson.
Here it is. Time back on. There you go, hookers. That'll Lewis there.
Here we go. Watch Tim Fairbrother, number 3 for the Hurricanes.
Steady, thank you, steady.
We want to get him up.
Stay on,
Look at that.
please.
Scrum screwing. Davidson forced to go blindside. And he gets a good kick away. Ward having to scoot across. And he's going to let it go into touch. But Davidson, under a lot of pressure, did very, very well to do that.
Yeah, be pretty happy with that because it's Kane's ball, but deep inside their 22.
Middle, keep going.
And having lost, what is it, 6 balls on their own throw,
Yeah.
they'd be a little nervous, I'd say.
Tito goes forward to claim
Lead
this.
him, you're on him. Yeah, come on.
And the penalty goes against AJ Fenter. And as you can see the referee indicating, he was dragging him down from the shoulder level.
Oh, he's a past master. Fenter. And causing disruption on opposition line-out throws.
It's had an effect.
Well, it was good for the fact that Paul Tito just got the jump on him on the ground. He was always going to go forward. Only had one lifter, Paul Tito, but very aggressive, getting himself up in the air in front of AJ Fenter and securing the ball.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, actually. I know that the rules say that you can't do it, but he still had the ball under control, Tito.
Kick straight across field by Spice and knocked forward by Paku. So it's all a bit untidy. The kick was poor
Get a penalty from,
and they weren't able to reclaim it.
Yeah. Yep.
Now a few changes coming up, Jonesy, by the looks of things.
Yeah, we have. We've got Roy Kinilau, one of the form wingers, coming on, 22. Coming on, also change at halfback too. Piri Wipi coming on, Jason Spice coming off. Of course, Colin Cooper going to the bench a lot. Of course, Hosea Gear as well being replaced.
Time back on.
Plenty of changes, plenty of energy coming in off the bench from the Hurricanes.
Engage. Steady, thank you.
16 minutes remaining.
Stay on 7.
The Sharks by 1. Davidson to James. Out into centre field. Russell is in. Hits the line at real pace. Just about got through. Now Fenter.
Roll away.
Oh, they've lost the ball forward. And AJ's not happy.
Nah. Yeah.
We've got AJ, we've got BJ in the front row as well, Brendan Borta.
CJ? Must be a CJ, I've heard that before. Where have I heard that from?
No, just crouch and hold. Engage. Steady, thank you, steady.
Perry Wepu, his first scrum in the match. Oh, well, forced onto his left boot. And a pretty late charge on him, yeah.
Just take the mark, mate.
And this might count against Luke Watson. He's coming in pretty late and high.
Yeah, I know, but it's where you dive, mate. Hit him late, okay?
Russell Winter got away with one last week.
Well, of course, you slow it down in slow motion, it always looks worse. But the Hurricanes have an opportunity through the late tackle to get back in the lead. It's a pretty long sort of a kick on the angle. Must be every bit of 48, 49 metres.
The wind has completely died for him too. It's a beautiful evening here now. The dew, as we talked about before, is certainly forming and settling on top of the grass. So as Matthew Cooper will tell us, he certainly wants to get that plant foot right, secure in the ground and kick through it. What I know about goal kicking?
I was going to say, Jonesy, you sound like an expert.
Oh, I overheard Grant Fox talking lots.
In his sleep. He used to do it in his sleep. Head down. He used to go through a pattern, didn't he? A routine.
Pretty good kick. Very good kick.
Well, he did everything we told him to. He got that plant foot right, he kicked through the ball, and the result was 3 points.
So Foxy, eat your heart out. He didn't muck around though, old David Hole. He just went back and slotted the thing.
Kickoffs now though. Tito Kennedy, that's your job.
And they go long.
The lead has changed hands 5 times already in the second half. Oh, well, that's a booming punt again.
Wonderful punt. Well, the man's got poise tonight.
The value of experience. David Howell missed the South African trip with a broken hand. Tito gets one against the throw.
He nailed it, didn't he? He just got up there and nailed it.
Wepu, Howell. Gets it high. Knocked back by Mintz, the winger. And we've got another head-high tackle, I think. The referee wants to talk to the player, and it might be Chris Marceau, I think.
I've got a high tackle. Yes. An idea about a number? Yeah, 19. 19. Gets around the shoulder. Just have a chat. 19. Yeah, too high, mate. Okay, just keep him down. Just keep him down. Just here, mate. Penalty there, high tackle.
Heart in his mouth, Chris Marceau. I think he thought there might be a card coming here, so yeah, too high.
He sort of ducked under him, didn't he? Really, sometimes it's a judgment call on whether you can test the ball in the air. On that occasion, it had snow on it, although there's no sight of snow on the mountain tonight, but it was really high kick by David Holwell. So Tucker had the option of waiting till it landed or going for the ball. He chose the former.
John Smith looking to get this one right. And again, the Hurricanes get in front of him. Now Holwell across for Tui Pelotu. Works it across to Ward. Drops it onto his boot. Russell gets across well. And clears the kickoff down towards the Hurricanes 22.
Yeah, good counter-attack opportunity here.
I think they've got the numbers. Holwell's going to play it safe. And smacks it for touch.
Well, it's evenly poised. Just 2 points in. It's been close all night. And nothing in this game. Which team will break first?
Yes, the biggest lead anybody's had is 5 points.
And just 10 minutes remaining.
Number 4, give me the space.
So 3-man line out.
Sharks are certainly proving that the South African teams on the road have improved their performance. Smith off to Halstead. He's a guaranteed man to break the line. Now they finally get him down.
If you're going to make the tackle, that's fine, but you've got to roll clear. Let him go. You're just staying there. Back you go.
Well, he's probably saying to the referee, how do I roll clear? Which would be a reasonable question.
Yeah, sometimes it's seemingly impossible. On others, of course, other times that those players that do make the tackle do try and kill the ball. And the rules say that you've got to roll away as soon as you can.
Gold kid coming down, mate, bring them down.
Yeah, Houdini would have made a great rugby player, or certainly an open-sided flanker, getting out of those type of positions. But you said who's going to break first next? Well, the ones who make the most mistakes. Ball retention is going to be crucial from now on. The run home, 10 minutes to go.
So here come the Sharks. Haven't seen much of this from them tonight. Using a concerted forward drive. They've got it nice, and no, they haven't. They've lost it. The referee should be playing advantage here. Yes, he is.
Nothing there.
Yes, well, the Hurricanes now, of course, have made a few changes. They've gone for the speed attack. Brought Marsari on, which should give them a little bit more mobility.
No, just crouch and hold there. Engage.
On the touchline, but less power.
Stay there, half.
Wepu.
Release now.
Now they get it back to Mr. Reliable. His kick, though, is infield. Taken by Mintz. He's got Russell there with him. And Mintz has already shown that he can break a tackle or two. Another penalty.
There's contact there, mate. You've got to let it go. They've cleared you out. There's contact there. You must let it go.
This is an easy shot for Butch James.
Come straight out to clean out. There's hands in there. Shot.
Well, crucial decision. Well, there it is set up. So who's going? Well, the player's on his feet, which he's entitled to. Firmly on his feet. Ben Herring, that open side flanker, which is doing what he's supposed to do. So the question is, was it a maul formed? Or was it a tackle situation?
Another penalty goal for James. His third in the second half. And the Sharks back in front, 21-20.
And there will be another twist.
Right, a big change coming up here. Luke Andrews, number 18. I want to see him contest this line-out ball. The kickoff, sorry. Replacing Ross Kennedy, number 5. They're keeping on the local fish. Paul T-Dope. Going long, short, high.
Well controlled this time by the Sharks. Davidson, well organised. Back to James. Oh, that's a very good kick. Tipped back in field, though, by Jerry Collins. And Ward clears it down towards the halfway.
So there must be some consideration to all-out attack from the Hurricanes. They're a point in arrears.
Here's the middle.
Are they going to grind their way up the other end and try and force some points, or are they going to have a crack?
On his. No. Mate, come back to the middle. Come back to the middle. Mate, if he does that, hold him.
Well, they can't stop contesting the line-out pill. They can't stop contesting the ball on the ground. They need it, they need to hold it.
Tipped by Fenter, but it's been gathered, I think, by Collins. And it's too dangerous in there for Stuart Dickinson, so they'll scrum it.
So it was a turnover, which of course has been a big part of the game for the Hurricanes. It's been their edge. They're gaining on the line-outs too on against the throw. Count that one.
Crouch and hold.
Turnovers are 11-1 in Hurricanes' favour. That's significant.
Thank you.
Wepu. Howell looking for Kini Lau.
Roll away.
Looking to use his bulk and pace from that left wing side. Howell drills another kick. This should be easily covered by Russell. And he takes the mark under no real pressure.
Thanks. With you.
So it wasn't one of David Howell's better kicks.
Thanks, mate.
Brent Russell just waiting for his players to get back. Five minutes left. A one-pointer. Sharks got home by 1 point at Carisbrook the other night. Can they do it again? It'll complete a wonderful road trip for them if they can do it. They have a bye next week and then 6 consecutive games in Durban.
Well, they would leave here very happy chappies. They could pull us off.
You'd have to rush down to the TAB and have a crack at them to at least make the semi-finals if they win here tonight. Now Nonu having a go. Looking for some inspiration from Nonu. Here's Holwell. Carried on by Wepu as the Hurricanes run it across towards the 22. Now they bring it back. McDonnell slipped it off to Hoare. Another powerful run. Here's Collins carrying it on. Wepu now for Holwell. Gets sandwiched. The ball is still there though for Ben Herring to snap it up. Tuipula, no, it's Kini Lau. Power! Kini Lau's lost it.
Well, it was a massive, powerful burst by Kini Lau.
Time out.
Through the tackle, legs pumping, reaching out.
Time out if you're injured.
Well, I think it was Halstead that dislodged the ball.
Beautiful hands by Kini Lau. And then he showed why Colin Cooper got him on as an impact player. Yes, it was. Halstead coming across, knocked the ball away, and it was that close for Roy Kini Lau.
A great period of play by the Hurricanes forwards as well. They want to dominate this scrum, get hold of the pill, and then hold it on for those consecutive phases. Because they're still right in this match. There's 3.5 minutes to go. Big scrum here though. Sharks ball underneath the sticks. You just want a good straight push.
Yeah. Just crouch and hold there. Engage.
So you think Fairbrother's got the wood on his opponent here, Jonesy?
Yeah, I do. I think he's worked very hard. Look, he's getting the tight head side up. Chris Marsoe helping out. Ooh, should have stayed.
Release now, let it come. Sorry.
Davidson caught in possession.
Last feet, thank you.
Brent Russell goes in there. Oh, that's not a good pass.
Wait there, 4.
James gets his kick away and gets it down towards the 22. So the pressure stays on.
Now I'd love them here, Max, to drive, retain the ball, keep hold of it. It may buy a penalty.
Stay there, Captain, with
just like an edge closer to the line.
Goes back to Andrew Hoare.
Not 5.
They could always do that.
Not 5.
Interesting call from the referee who was standing at the back of the line out. So he was having a punt.
Well, I think he got the call from his touch judge.
Thanks, mate.
Oh, okay, I'll apologise then.
Yeah, and that's heck of a disappointing for the Hurricanes and their supporters as well, relieving all of that pressure. They had the control of the pace of the game. Didn't really need to do that.
Go on, get on with it.
Ooh, I'll tell you what.
Take him there.
That's 3 times tonight that it hasn't gone 5 metres.
Your ball. Hold there. Yeah, good. That's fine.
So they've got a couple of minutes, the Hurricanes. Taken down on the rebound by Hoare. Wepu. Holwell. Pops it up for Nonu. Tries to spin his way through. Now it's Marsoe. Good surge by Chris Marsoe. Wepu gets it across to Tui Palotu. He carries it on inside the 22.
Play on.
Wepu.
Oh, overlap.
Holwell to Collins. Holds it up. Decides to try and set it again.
Stay back, please.
They might be thinking about a drop kick shortly.
Yep.
It's got to that point.
And release.
See whether David Holwell sinks back into the pocket.
Stay
No
back.
sign at the moment.
Stay there.
No, he's going to run it to the left. Now he gets the pass off to
Release it.
Brent Ward. Wepu. Well, surely someone's going to organise the drop kick. It's crying out for it. Now Holwell moving in towards centre field. Tui Palotu, though, took the pass. Holwell still deep in the pocket. Now here it comes. And it is... No, it's away to the left.
Timeout. Got timeout, yep. Got timeout.
Time still remaining in the game. Well, they set it up. It was a matter of time. And he just dragged it.
I think David Holwell thought he might grab a penalty at the end there, didn't he? Or am I being unjust?
Well, you've got to take your hat off to the Sharks defence as well. They had great discipline, didn't give away a penalty. They was definitely committed to contesting the ball, trying to slow it down as much as they can. So it's very good Sharks defence.
I've got to watch the ball sail through.
Pretty harmless sort of a challenge, really.
Yep, it certainly wasn't a penalty. So here it is, the last play of the game. Well,
the Sharks will belt this away downfield, one would imagine. And say to the Hurricanes, if you want to win this game, you've got to bring it all the way back.
Yep, that's what they're going to do.
Time on.
So they do that, and that's a very good kick. Down as far as Paku. So they've got to run it back about 70 metres. As the siren goes,
Stay back.
here goes Collins. Last throw of the dice for the Hurricanes. Hoare's had a very strong game, and away he goes again.
Thank you. Stay back, please. Stay back.
Ball released. Holwell fires it wide for Nonu. Always a danger. On the 10-metre line. Ball still controlled by the Hurricanes. Tui Palotu. Collins in centre field. They're desperate to make something of it. Herring. Ball spills back.
Stay up. Stay up. Stay back, please.
Sharks will be conscious too of not giving away any penalties. Andrews comes strongly onto the ball. Now Collins back inside for Kinilau.
No chance.
Now Holwell. Really haven't got the numbers. Nonu, though, he doesn't need too many numbers.
No hands.
Ball still there. Crowd baying for a penalty. They're not going to get it, though.
Stay there. Stay back.
Tui Palotu. Oh, big defence. Good stuff by AJ Fenter. Now Joe McDonnell has a go.
Stay there. Yeah, take it.
Good defence.
Holwell. Again, he gets upended.
Now release. No.
Play just carries on.
13 phases.
You can't come in like that.
Penalty goes the other way.
Well, that's it. The Sharks, the victor.
Boy, what a performance from them.
Well,
to win at Carisbrook and a win here in New Plymouth tonight. The kick goes out. The game is over. And the Sharks are absolutely thrilled. And why wouldn't they be? They've won again on the road here in New Plymouth tonight by 21 points to 20.
well, congratulations, Sharks. Tenacity, stoic defence on many occasions.